Hi, welcome to F1 Ranked. After the last video, we're now in Gold 1. Anyone that remembers Gold 1 from F1 23? It's the worst one. On with the video. We sit P2 on the grid in China after what was shockingly a successful qualifying. 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go, and we actually get a brilliant start compared to P1. Inside line for turn number 1, and I'm going to be straight up into the lead of the race. For once we get a good start, for once we get a good qualifying, who would have thought, you get a good race when you get those two together. Obviously it's not going to be smooth sailing though, this is F1 Ranked. Onto the back straight we go for the first time. We've got Rip Brannin behind us, as well as a series of other cars. We may lose P1 into the hairpin here. We're going to go slightly defensive, pushing to the inside. Hopefully we can carry the speed around the outside of the corner. Nope, he has outbraked us. We tried to get a cutback on him, but he has blocked us. Fair enough, he goes into P1, but the fight is still on for this win. He is worryingly quite far ahead as I come onto the back straight, but with the help of ERS, Slipstream and DRS, we're going to be challenging him down toward the hairpin once more. He's going to go defensive this time. We're going to look to the inside, cut back to the outside, and we're going to try the same again. Hopefully we can outbrake him this time. We're side by side of him, and he is going to push me into the wall on lap 2. Now I completely get forcing someone off track. I've done it. Plenty of other people have done it. Sometimes it's just what you got to do at F1 Ranked to survive. But when I do it, I either do it when someone's deliberately taken me out, or if it's the last lap and it means something. I've genuinely never raced anyone who has taken me out that blatantly on the second lap of the race. How fragile must your ego be to react like that on the second lap of the race just from being overtaken on a racing game? Well, speaking of experience, quite fragile because, I don't take people out, but I make passive-aggressive videos on the internet about them. Shockingly, with a damaged wing, I couldn't really do much for the rest of the race. We somehow managed to catch onto the back of second. He is having a shocking time of it. I can only assume he's got more damage than me. If he doesn't, my god, he's a shit driver. And despite spending most of the race with a damaged front wing, we're going to come home somehow in P2, only 5 seconds behind the leader. I should have absolutely thrashed this lobby. So a relatively successful first race in China. Let's go back to China and see if we can improve on that. 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. We start P6 out of 7, so we invalidated our lap time, obviously. The good qualifying for this video has been used up already. Into turn 1, we've got some lag, we've got the cars running wide. We're just going to try and keep it clean, a little too clean as we cut the inside of the corner. I don't think anyone's ever cut that corner before in their life. We've got that under our belt at least, but through turns 1, 2 and 3, up into P5, relatively successful. We've at least kept it clean, but I look forward to being taken out at the hairpin. Coming on to the back straight is trying to find out what our straight line speed is like compared to these guys. Hopefully it's significant because we want to make our way through this field as quickly as possible. On the back of Long EH, down the straight, we're not going to use DRS for the first lap. It's not really going to matter. It looks like we've got he's trying to move across on us, but it's not going to matter, I don't think. We're side by side into the hairpin. Hopefully I can get past him because he's clearly trying to take me out. He's not going to force me off like the other guy, but he's annoyingly defended into the braking zone. You know what? Other than the moving across on a straight line, fair enough, mate. I've arguably definitely done worse to other people in league races. Hopefully Ghost Luca does worse to him into turn 1, because then we can just scoot on through into P3. They make contact in the middle of turn 1. Annoyingly, despite them making contact, this is annoyingly clean from these two. They're kind of holding me up now. I really just want to get past. I feel like I'm quicker than them. Hopefully down the back straight I can make a move on both of these guys and chase down P2. Ghost Luca's having an absolute shocker as he comes onto the back straight. The worst possible time to have an incident. We're going to try and get past the both of them, but we're getting boxed in and lag is really hindering us here. Still behind them as we head towards the hairpin. Is Ghost Luca going to dive up the inside of Longy? Someone's going to dive up the inside of us though. I don't think he's going to be very successful, thankfully. It's now a 4, maybe 5 car fight for P3. This is just getting really annoying now. Coming onto the pit straight, Ghost Luca's really having a torrent time at this track. We're going to try on the outside at turn number 1, but he's getting the slipstream of Long EH. Trying to outbrake him around the outside of turn 1, and we lose the car. Once again, we're not going to make the move on Ghost Luca. This is frustrating to watch. Round number 3, I've overtaken someone I am clearly faster than. Onto the back straight this time, he's once again going to have DRS and slipstream down the back straight. And this car just doesn't have enough on the straight. Long EH is really helping Ghost Luca. Annoyingly, Ghost Luca's not going to repay him. He's going to dive up the inside and overshoot himself into the hairpin. So we're going to get past Ghost Luca finally. We almost get Long EH as well. But hopefully now it's going to be a Jesus Christ, Long EH. If I got a track limits for that, I really hope he did as well. But that's ruined his run down pit straight, up the inside of turn number 1. Finally, we're going to get into P3. 2 moves in the space of 3 corners. Hopefully, we can run away from this fight. I do not want to be involved in this. This could get messy. And thankfully, we do. Despite being 4 seconds behind P2, we're going to close the gap to 2.6, which is a respectable effort. Obviously, we weren't going to chase him down in the laps remaining. But it's another podium in China. Again, given the race, decent. I'll take it. I really feel like if I could just get a clean race, I could go on to win one. We've got heavy rain at China, so this probably won't be a clean race, let's face it. Lights out and away we go from P5 on the grid, and it's been an absolutely phenomenal start off the grid. Straight up into P3, I don't think I'm... Oh, almost getting taken out, but we hold it together. I don't think I'm ever getting a better start in the wet on any F1 game ever. Maybe... I was about to say maybe this is the one. It's not. I've thrown it away almost immediately. I could go back down to P5 here. Someone's overtaken us around the outside, and we're side by side, 3 wide actually, into turn 4. Somehow, I was going to say we've kept it clean. Everyone else did. I didn't. I've thrown it away once again. I've damaged my front wing. And yeah, that amazing start I had in the wet, it was not a sign of things to come. We don't need to see the rest of this race. Finally moving on to another track, we're in Hungary, P9 on the grid. I have no idea how that happened. And it's lights out and away we go. Can we get as good a start as we did in China? Absolutely not. It looks like we're going to actually lose positions off the line. We're currently P9, but with a lot of cars on track, hopefully there's some carnage into turn 1. There absolutely is. That's what we love to see. We're going to somehow stay out of it. Kind of. We've actually lost 3 positions actually. It felt like I was staying out of it. I've not damaged anything, but there was a lot of cars in the way and I couldn't really, capitalise on anything because I was about an inch away from death, I think. But, the first sector, it's been okay. We've got a ghost car ahead of us, which is weirdly fast. We're P11, so it's not been the best of starts. It's going to be P10 once we get through this ghost car. I honestly thought this was a better start, but we've gained nothing and we've lost nothing.
That's a decent start. Good job.
It's not. What are you talking about? Once the initial drama of lap 1 died down, though, we were able to find our pace, find ourselves on the back of Pro Gamer and Fnatic for a fight for P6. We set the fastest lap of the race before losing it immediately to P9. But we're going to make a move for P6 as well. 8. Move for P8. We were successful in getting that move for P8. Brilliant overtake. So we are overly ambitious for the move for P6. It looks like we're going to have to do one at a time because Pro Gamer's pulled away ever so slightly. Fnatic is our next victim. I think he's just got DRS and slipstream, which is really annoying. We've got someone behind us who's going to cause a nuisance. We're down towards turn number 1. We're going to try to be inside of Fnatic. Try and outbrake him, but I leave my nose in, and what the fuck has gone on in the exit of turn 1? Okay, we're straight up into P6. That was a successful move for P6, I guess. We're about to lose it immediately by the look of it. Someone's hassling us for P6, but we hold him off for now. Hopefully he can back off and we can attack Fnatic. I don't think that's going to be the case though. I genuinely forgot there was complete chaos at turn 1, but it looks like it's going to be complete chaos at turn 5. Fnatic's got an inside curb, which is a horrible curb to get onto. We're going to try on the outside at turn number 6. He's got damage to his front wing, but we're not going to be able to get past him. Annoyingly, the guy behind me does. That hurts. That really hurts. But it looks like it's his turn to get stuck by Fnatic, so hopefully we can capitalise on that. You know what, I'll give a gold star to anyone in the comments who can tell me what the fuck I did to Fnatic. If his hatred for me wasn't obvious already, he let someone through to take me out. It's the kind of pettiness I can respect, to be honest. That's incredible. I respect it, to be honest. So, coming on to the final lap, we're in a fight to the death with Fnatic for some reason. I imagine he's going to let this guy pass. We're just losing position after position. Oh yeah, he's going to defend that pretty respectfully. We're going to dive the inside of both of them into turn 1. This time we're going to be successful. Honestly, I just want to get as far away from Fnatic as possible. Jay Grande is going to challenge us down towards turn number 2 or turn number 3, whichever one you feel like calling it today. We're going to defend it this time, but I don't know if I've got any damage to my car. I don't think I do. Luckily, Fnatic is somewhere. He's not near me, so I don't care. And after what was looking like a fight for P5, we're now fighting for our life to hold on to P7. Jay Grande, I think, is a bit quicker than me. I don't really know where this pace has gone. I think I'm just a bit riled up from what happened with Fnatic. We might be able to get P6 in the final couple of corners. We're going to try and cut corners to get that P6, but realistically, there's nowhere to overtake. And obviously, I'm due my one race spin anyway. Genuinely, at this point, all I was scared about was Fnatic coming around that corner and beating me. I really did not want him to beat me. Thankfully, he doesn't, and we come home exactly where we started in P9. Great. I don't know what was in the waters on F1 Rank this week. I can only assume my car was sponsored by an old ITV2 dating show. Oh well, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'll see you next video, where I'll once again be trying and failing to win a race.